Welcome to our show. It's WT and George Lee, and looking forward to giving you this next episode. We have Brandy as our guest, and George, you want to introduce Brandy properly?
Yes, Brandy Yancey, my favorite woman in the world right now. Yes, so Brandy is one of my team members in Epic Trading, and she's part of the money pot, obviously, because she loves it. And she's been in market a while. I'll let her tell her little tiny story so I don't take all the limelight. But she's flying, so I thought we need to get her on here as the first ever guest as well. Ever. Like, who knows? This podcast could be the biggest thing in the world, and you were the first ever one on this. Who knows? Or it could stop tomorrow. I mean, still, it's cool. So, yeah, Brandy, take it away. Tell them who you are and why you're here and shit.
Awesome. I am honored to be a guest on here, especially the first one. So I'm Brandy Yancey, and I've been in marketing for network marketing online for roughly about 14 years. And there's been a lot of, I've learned a lot. We fail forward daily. I've been in and out of a lot of companies, and I've never really found the product. Well, I've never really found something that I enjoyed both the product, and then we also had a team behind us that really helped you grow and really pushed you to meet those goals. So
basically, you're really like me, innit?
Yeah. But then, I found Forex, and somehow I got thrown in to the money pot, and it has been just the absolute best experience. George has pushed me in the exact ways that I needed to be pushed. And this is the first time I've really had some success in the network marketing business. But, I believe between everything that I've learned and then everything that I've been taught in the money pot, it's just like the perfect combination. And we're definitely headed towards success.
You are going to the top, baby. Trust.
And that's awesome. And we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of network marketing on this episode with George and with Yancey. So it's or Brandy, sorry. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But first of all, I got a couple of questions I want to ask you guys. And the first one is, what's the most exciting thing that you've done last week?
Last week. What to do with the money part and networking?
Anything, man. It could be your favorite meal you had.
I mean, that I'm going to say the podcast last week because, that's the funnest thing in the world right now. Hashtag advertising. The funnest thing, honestly, I've not been home for Christmas for 6 years now. And I'm not going to say this is some kind of sales pitch or some kind of everyone listening to join my team, but we've never really had the money for us all to be home as a family. So this is the first time. So the weekend I came home and it's just good. I'm with my mum and we're watching Christmas films. I ain't got pajamas. I'm drinking beer. I was drinking this at like 8 o'clock this morning and it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's the funnest bit. Finally got home, which is good.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And how about you, Brad?
I want to leave already now, but it was good.
You only got a few more weeks to go, right?
Honestly, the best part of my week is always spending time with my family. I've got a husband and 3 kids, and that's just that's always the best part of spending time with the family, and especially getting the older 2 involved in like playing games and stuff together. That's always a blast. You're
telling me that your favorite part is not me making you wake up and giving you 100 questions every morning, being like, Brandy, let's go. Have you done this? Have you done this?
I'm sorry. You're my second favorite, George. You're my second favorite.
I'll take that.
That's awesome. So how many hours of sleep do you guys get a day?
None since we started Epic Trading. Man. I started at 5 a.m. this morning and I won't finish until like 2.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like 20-hour days, man. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Sleep is fairly non-existent, especially being a mom. You have to work in those pockets of time. And a lot of times that's, late nights, early morning before the kids are awake. So yeah.
Even like now, I seen your beautiful daughter walking around there. It's hard. I'm lucky because I don't have anything, I can do 24 hours. Doesn't bother me. Yours are all different. You've got families and stuff like that.
I would definitely do 24 hours if I could because I just enjoy it that much. But
yeah. It is good. It's addictive.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. But what do you guys find the most addictive about it?
I find the meeting new people. It's like having, I don't know what it's like having a child, obviously, but you meet this new person and they've just gone into your life, and then you develop them and you help them and they get somewhere, and it's just a proud moment. And for teams like my team with 500 people, you get that 500 times, and it's just great.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, you watch it flourish. It's probably like you and me. Mm-hmm. You watching me grow up, because I started with nothing, and then, same thing.
Yeah. I really enjoy just being able to give someone a new opportunity. Everybody that has joined with us, it's just, like what the potential is with the opportunity itself. And it just fires you up, the fact that someone has taken that step and they're working towards bettering their lives. I came from pretty much nothing myself, and just knowing that there's another way, and this right here is it. It's just, it basically it makes me feel so great. Blesses my soul.
It's good, man. And obviously the money is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I get paid a lot of money for it. So, I mean, why wouldn't I enjoy it? And I can do my work while drinking a beer, which is, I love to do that. So easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It gives you time freedom. And when you have time freedom, that's more important than money, because now you're enjoying everything you do. You only do the things that you like doing. Like I tell my family all the time, I get 52 Saturdays a year. Some of those are already booked up for like Christmases and birthdays and weddings. So don't book me to do anything that I don't want to do during my free Saturdays. Those Saturdays I hold dear to me. I only want to do things that are fun.
Yeah, it's all about having fun. That's the end of it. I see your Instagram videos every day, man. Have fun, fireworks. And I'm like, it is true though, isn't it? You need to have fun, man.
Yeah.
Gotta happen.
You get one life to live. Don't be at the end of it with regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah. No regrets.
If you're not having fun making your money, you're doing something wrong. That's why I tell people all the time.
Yeah, it's not success if you don't celebrate it. That's why I say. So drink every single day, and then it's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Top tip to the kids listening.
Yeah. So, and I always tell people that the answer is at the bottom of every bottle.
That's it. Finished. I'll get some. My mum, where's she at? Get me another beer, man.
All right, so let's get into this. We're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of network marketing. So, Brandy, what is one of the do's that you found has really worked for you?
Honestly, the number one for me is probably to listen to the leaders. Even if they tell you to do something that sounds ridiculous, just do it. They've been there, they've done that. They're having success. So basically copy what they're doing and do what they tell you to do.
Nice.
Do it, Brandy. Do it.
Yeah. Even if they tell you to listen to a YouTube video all night long while you're sleeping, do it.
It works. I'm telling you, that's true. Yeah. That probably is the number one thing when you get into anything is listen to the person above you, because they're above you for a reason. They got there. Even no matter how high you go, even me, I listen to the person above me. He listens to it until it gets to God, and then it's a big cycle.
Yeah.
That's the number one do, I would say.
That's the number one do. So
gotta be.
What is the number two do?
The number two, I don't really know the order of them, but the top ones.
Yeah.
The other do is you have to train your mind first, no matter what. You're never going to do this. Like, you could jump into something and run the race really fast and get loads of money. That's fine, but it'll never last ever. You need to train that mind. You need to be going through all the affirmation videos, going to the gym, eating healthy, doing healthy things. You can still drink. I drink and eat chocolate all day, but I go on a walk every single day for an hour at least. Clear your mind, put some nice music on. Like, your mind needs to be clear or it's never going to work. Anyone can make loads of money in a couple of days and then it stops. But we're not here to do that. We're here to make money for the rest of our life. I'd rather make less money, but for the rest of my life, than a lot of money in 1 month. So train the mind. The mind is an insane thing. We don't even know everything about the mind yet. We don't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So buy WT's books and train the mind.
Yeah. No, but it's a powerful thing that you can take an idea, like I said before, we decided from an idea to do this podcast thing, and we don't have a name for the show. We didn't really have a format, but just that idea, and we knew how to turn it into a product quickly. And, we have our first guest now, and it all starts in your mind by you believing you can do something, and then seeing what that looks like, the different scenarios of how that could play out, and deciding which one you want to take and make it work, right? And stick to it, even if it's hard, man. Stick to it and make it work.
Yeah, you've got to feel uncomfortable to be comfortable. That's what everyone says, and it's true. If you can just go along life on that surfboard and that'll be fine, but until you hit the waves, you're never going to get there, man.
Yeah.
I seen Frozen 2 the other day, yeah? And she's on that little horse thing, and she's going, and it's fine, and then she hits all the waves, and then guess what? She gets through them, bang, end, gets to a goal. That's what this is, Frozen 2.
Frozen 2? Okay. I haven't seen that one yet, but I believe you.
You need to watch it, man. It's a mindset film. Trust.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely need to have, you need to be able to exercise your mind so that you can get through the hard times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a lot of rejection and stuff, and you got to be able to just push it away, no problem.
Mm-hmm. So what is one of the ways that you guys deal with when you're running into someone and they're just not that interested in what you're trying to help them with?
I used to take it to heart, and I used to try my best to convince them and be like, promise you it's not. But I don't now. Obviously I've learned a lot. All I do now is just leave a little bit there. If they're not if I know they're not interested, then I'll just leave a little bit there. The offer's always open. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. As long as you don't close the door, it's fine. And then 9 times out of 10, they will come back in another week or so and go, you know what? Yeah, if the offer's open, I still want to do it. They open the conversation with me for a reason. People that don't want a conversation will just delete your message when you message them. If they openly talk to you, there's 1% of them that wants to do this. So just leave the door open, but don't get nasty. Just be professional. Thank you. That's fine. No problem. I hope I see you in the future. I hope to see your success. Blah, blah, blah. That's what I do.
Yeah, I believe whenever it's not really a no, it's a not right now. So if you leave the door open, like George said, they're going to watch you. Maybe 3 months from now, 5 months from now, they're going to come back knocking on that door, say, hey, I'm ready. So actually, I had that happen not too long ago. So
nice. And so what did they say to you once they came back, or they showed interest?
They at first they were just like, no, I don't know what that is, and they were done. And then they were like, okay, tell me about this opportunity. So I got him on one of the live calls, and we talked it was probably over the course of about 3 days, and then it was actually Zeb, and we he finally just went for it, and he has been really, really successful in the trading part. So
nice. Yeah, it's good. I mean, like I said, you got to be uncomfortable to be comfortable, don't you? Someone could just really want this for 1% and be like, no, I'm not interested, because it's hard to jump into stuff. And then they watch you for 2 weeks, and then something happens, their girlfriend leaves, and they feel down, and then they need this community, and then, oh, well, he offered me that, and then they take it.
Yeah. So do you guys find that it's really important to show your success when you're...
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. People want to join people who are successful. I mean, you don't want to get on a ship that's sinking, right? You want to get on a ship that's going places. So if you don't show that, then they're not going to know. And then I usually, I'm always posting on social media. You got to stay consistent, because not everybody's going to see the same thing. People aren't going to see every single thing you post, and they need to see the consistent success over and over again before it really gets ingrained in their mind that, hey, this is something I might want to look into.
Yeah. And I find that right now people are almost ashamed to show their success. So they're hiding it, and they don't want people to know, because they feel like they're braggadocious or showing off. But if you're not showing your success, it's hard for someone to want to know what you know and do what you do. So I think
there's sorry.
No, go ahead.
Now, I believe there's like a right and a wrong way to do that. You can show success and be very, braggadocious about it and just turn people completely off. But if you come from, if you're posting from like a point of gratitude and just from your heart, it comes off very differently. There's a way to word your posts and stuff, and there's just a different way to do it to where people are seeing that, yes, you're having success, but you're not, you're just not turning people off, and it's attracting a different, type of people.
Yeah, I feel you. You have to tell your success 100%, but there's a difference when you're posting to, I'm showing you my success and I'm willing to show you every single step of the way how I got it, to I'm showing you my success so you can all look at me and I'm now diving in a pool of money. There's a difference. I mean, I don't show you my success for you to be jealous. I show you because I'm saying I will physically tell you every single step how I did this. Like, I will tell you how I got to Barcelona in a car by showing you the roads that I drove on. The same thing. Mm-hmm. Not a jealousy thing, just everyone can do it. I'm a normal person. Everyone can do it.
Yeah. And I really feel like that we need more people out there that are achieving things to put it out there and be willing to help the next person get to where they are. Because as you go ahead and you bring someone along with you, you learn more by helping that person learn what you already know as well.
Yeah, no, I agree. Mm-hmm. Hey, little one.
Say hey, everybody. Snacks are always key. Here you go.
Eat that. Eat that. She's cute, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's your next question, Mr. Interview Man?
My next question is, so how do you guys look for potential people that you want to bring in?
So you can go two ways. Like when you first start, you can ask anyone that you think needs the opportunity. Friends, family, the guy on the street, anyone like that. When you sort of becoming a leader, all I do now is search for people that are already marketers, because they're already in the business now, that already have teams that you can sort of bring across and see if they've had the right mentorship. If they haven't, say, look at the money pot's easy. You send them the website. Look, it's a professional website. We've got a whole team. We've got loads of people. We can come together and we can mentor each other. We can learn something from everyone. So if I get someone from a different company, I'll learn from them. They learn from us. We become one big team. The family grows. But at the start, it's hard. You need to just get a baseline, get a few people in that trust you and stuff like that. But now, yeah, I just go for the bit. Like, I'm hunting Wolf of Wall Street now.
Yeah. What about you, Brandy? How do you prospect?
Honestly, a lot is attraction marketing. I'll go into maybe different groups or interests and stuff. Here recently, I've been going into people who maybe like Tony Robbins or Gary Vee or something. And, if you go on their social media and that anybody who's been active on his post, there's a whole list of people that you can go through. And if they're following those people, they're going to be like-minded. So I like to work with, find people that will be someone that I'm going to enjoy working with, because that's what we're doing. We're working with people. And I don't want to have to convince people or someone who's already training their mind. And for me is would be a better type of person to prospect. So if you search that type of accounts and stuff, then it just opens up to, it's kind of like you're filtering your people,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I find too, when you're building teams, especially for affiliate marketing, network marketing, you're building really a sales team. So you want to have some people that have some strong people skills, and they're not afraid to get out there. Because when you get the wrong people on your team, they kind of hold you back and drag you down. And you gotta coach them too much. So you want someone that's able to motivate themselves, but they need first a product, and they also need a little bit of direction and coaching on just how to get out there and make it happen.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I heard someone say recently, you don't want to have to, if you're having to convince somebody to be on your team, then you're going to have to convince somebody to work. You're going to have to convince somebody to actually look at the product. And that's not what we're doing. Coaching, mentorship is different than building teams. And, we need people who are going to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
So what would you say would be the biggest challenge that you have week to week in this business?
Me, I think one of the biggest challenges is people come into network marketing and think they're going to be rich in the first month. And they think if they have to pay the second membership payment, if you pay a membership payment, if they have to pay a second one, they've failed, which just is not the case at all. Like if you go to the gym and by the time you pay your second month gym membership, you haven't got a 6-pack, that's not a fail. It just doesn't happen that quick. So that's the biggest thing. I got 500 people in the team and over 100 will message me when their payment's about to come up and be like, this wasn't what I thought. This wasn't what you said. And I tell them, I told you on day one, you're not going to be a millionaire in 30 days. I promise you. But you'll have the stepping stones to be a millionaire in a year or two if you do exactly what we tell you to do. That's the biggest challenge. People can't see past the second month. You should give everything 90 days minimum to get a starting block. And that's not to be rich. That's to physically have a good block and see where this is going. If you can't see past the first month, you're never going to make it.
Yeah. Yep.
How
about for
you?
Well, for me, it's kind of a two reason. Number one is this one right here. It is very hard to manage, a business and be a mom. This one needs me 24/7 and so does my team, So just juggling that and learning how to find a balance has been the biggest struggle for me. But it's all about learning and not giving up and just staying consistent with it. And, instead of quitting, you find a way to make it work and you figure out what works for you. The second way would be, people who come in and they just give up, after a few no's, they're just, they don't want to do anything. They don't want to do any work.
Crazy, man. I've literally had people come in and then leave on the 30th day and then come back in 2 months later and then leave again. I just don't see the point.
Yeah. But I think there's a fantasy of owning your own business, a fantasy of being an entrepreneur, and then there's the reality. And I know there's a huge disconnect. And that's one of the things I try to teach people is like, it's not all glitz and glamour right from the very beginning. You got to go through the struggle and then you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. The money starts coming in. And once you start getting a lot of money, it's really not enough for you to be inspired. Like it's really not fulfilling. It's just money. It really has no emotion. So you got to have something deeper and bigger than just wanting to be rich. If that's what you're in business for, once you're rich, you're going to be bored.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah. So you always got to have something more, man. You got to be building things. You got to be helping people. You got to be motivating, inspiring, and making a difference. So how do you guys see yourselves making a difference, say 5 years, 10 years from now?
Yeah, I mean, there's a different mind. When I first started, I was a greedy, arrogant, egoed man. And honestly, I just wanted to get as much money as I could. And I was like, this is great. You can get paid online. And there's something that happens. I don't know when it happens. Maybe, I think it's when you hit commissions that you get paid in your normal life and you realize you can actually do this as a full-time job. It hits you. And then I just naturally start switching fire. And all I want to do is just get everyone under me on the same as me. I see how it's changed my life. I can leave my job. I put my notice in because I get paid good money. And then you see that happen and you see other people that are in a 9-to-5 job in your team that you've promised that it will happen for. And it sort of switches from you going, I don't really care. I'm just recruiting you so I can get money, to the point of I really want to make sure every single one of my team is financially free. Like that dream of having a mansion with 500 houses and all your team live there and they've all got Lamborghinis, and that becomes real instead of people just saying it at the start. Like, I really want to help you. They don't. And nobody does. I didn't when I first started. It's hard to. You just want to hit that rank and get successful. And then once you get there, you just want everyone else to do it with you, because it's lonely at the top. Not that I'm at the top, but when you get higher up, it gets lonelier. There's less people as you get up the top, and it gets lonely. So you want everyone with you.
Yeah, that's a great answer. How about you, Brandy?
Do I win the answer? Do I get top answer?
You're right, but Brandy still has to put her answer in.
That's right.
Damn it, second.
So 5 years, repeat the question so I know.
Oh, you've
Exactly.
lost now. You've lost the question.
Well, 5 years from now, where do you see success, right? Is that what it
No.
was? No, okay.
How do you see yourself like making a difference?
Okay, how do you see
5 years, 10 years from now?
Okay. All right. So I've never been in a spot financially to really do anything. It's always been paycheck to paycheck. 5 years from now, I see myself making, at least where George is at now, if not.
That'll be in 5 weeks or something. That was crazy.
Yeah. 5 years from now, I want to be financially free and have a huge abundance. That way I can give back. I know what it's like to work or to live paycheck to paycheck. And if I could have just enough to at least help somebody else out, then that will give me, the fulfillment that I need. Whether it be just tithing at church or something, giving some money to a charity or helping somebody just kind of make ends meet a little bit if they weren't able to. I believe, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I 100%. This is why, because when I used to watch people saying stuff like this, you think, oh, whatever, man, you've got loads of money, you don't give back. But it's so true that if you get into online marketing, it's a residual income, which means I could physically turn my laptop off for a week and I will still make thousands of pounds this week because it's a residual income. It doesn't matter. I've done the work now. Okay, if I want to get higher, I have to do more work. I get that, but it's a residual income. So I don't need to pretend on a webinar every day that I want to help other people because I'm already getting the money. So if I was that guy that's just going to take the money, I don't care if you join or not, then I just wouldn't do it. I don't need to sit here and tell you on this. Why would I waste my time? So the people that get here and say it, they really do want to help. Like, I really want Brandy to be in my position. It's not like she's going to take the money from me. We'd both be there. Why wouldn't you want that? So it's a natural thing that we think if someone goes, oh, I want you to be a millionaire as well. And, oh, no, you don't. Yeah, we really do. If everyone in my team became a millionaire, it'd be the proudest moment of my life ever.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you want to be a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, and then it'll never stop because the higher you get, the more people you have, the more people you want. There's always going to be someone at the bottom of your team that you want to become a millionaire. Yeah. And it'll just never end. Like, that's what you want to do.
Yeah. And really, a lot of people, they think they have a big goal. Like I do an exercise with people where I ask them to write down a number, what their dream number is. And whatever number they put down, I always tell them, add another zero. And they add a zero and they're kind of shocked. And then I tell them, okay, now add another zero. And that's your number. That's the number you should be dreaming for. Because people, they want to keep their number so realistic. And then when you hit it, it's just not that exciting. It's like, okay, now I did that. I should have.
That's crazy. I literally said the exact same thing today. I was on the phone to my mentor leader, and I said the same thing to him. And the biggest thing that came up, so yesterday, okay, I'll tell you the story of why this blew my mind. So when I first joined, the rank I'm in Epic now is $5,000 a month, which is a lot of money. And when you're in the circle of people that are earning hundreds of thousands of millions of pounds every single day, 5,000 isn't. It doesn't seem like it's anything. It's not even a huge achievement. It's just another rank. Oh well, you're not at the 100K a month one yet. And then I went to the pub for the first time. I went with some friends in a pub, and I told them that I was on £5,000 a month, and they just couldn't believe it. And they were like, it worked out. I was getting paid more than every single person in that pub.
Yeah.
And they were just mind blown. And I was like, it's crazy, because when I'm on the webinars and stuff, I'm like the low, like it's not really a high one, you know? So it's crazy. And it does just show you, like, when I first joined, I was like, if I can get to the 5,000 a month, that would be like magic, like unbelievable, blah, blah, blah. And then now it's like this, it doesn't even seem like I've hit a goal yet. I'm like, this is nothing to where I want to be yet.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And that's what I say. Like, when you hit a number, you always start with a number you think is big, but you hit it usually within the first year. And then you realize, man, I shortchanged myself. I'm not dreaming big. I'm still dreaming really small. So it's an exercise to learn how to dream big. And it doesn't come easily or naturally, because we're scared to dream really big, because we think, oh, that's too big. There's no way I can do that. Who am I to dream that big? But guys like Bezo, they started out the same way. They knew how to dream that big. So they put their pants on one leg at a time. We can all do it.
I think people are scared to dream that big sometimes, just because they're scared to fail themselves and they don't really believe in themselves. And then it all just comes back to mindset training.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because everything that we do, we fail at first. We're going to suck at anything we do at first, because we haven't got any experience to measure it by, to know what works and what doesn't work. So you got to go into everything that you do for the first time thinking, this is going to suck for me. But by the time I learn it, I'm going to be so freaking awesome at this. I'm going to be able to teach everybody behind me how to do it.
That's the way, man. That's the way. Like, just like trading. Trading's the exact same, man. No trader's ever gone in and just made millions. Never. They've all blown accounts, all been bankrupt, and then eventually you just get good at it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the mindset you got to have. That's the winning mindset, is to expect to lose, but know that losing is going to help you to win. It's going to build that foundation so you can go kick ass down the road.
Yeah, man.
So that's the list of my questions I had for you guys. You guys got, you have any more do's and don'ts that you want to share?
Yeah. Don't be the guy that just messages 5 million people telling them they're going to be a millionaire in a month. Don't be the guy that tells them going, I earn £10,000 a day, because you just don't. You know what I mean? And if you did, you're not the guy messaging 10,000 people. You're not in that position. That's one of the worst things, because you are, like, I get the whole purpose that you're trying to build a team, and this isn't a recruiting thing. Everyone thinks it's a recruiting, like, just numbers on a piece of paper that's getting you paid. It's not. Like, if you can build a family, that family's there forever. Right? Yep. Tell people the truth. People are more willing to join the truth. I make 500 a month. Oh, that's not millions, but I mean, it's true. I can do that. Yeah, you can do that. I do it. Don't be that person. If no one believes you, and you might have something really good that's real, and no one will believe you because you're telling them they'll make £1 million in a day. It's just never happened ever. I don't think.
Yeah. And if it did, it's not repeatable.
Yeah. So I would tell people, just no matter what, don't give up. Everyone grows at their own pace. Everyone's going to be building their business at their own pace. Everyone will learn trading at their own pace. You just have to keep going. And whenever something gets hard, don't stop there. Keep going, because, Rome wasn't built in a day. And then you will always have roadblocks, and you have to keep going and overcome them. And if you stick with it, you will reach your goals.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest one is literally, I can't say it enough. You have to lock arms with someone. It doesn't matter if they're beside you, up, down. It doesn't matter. If you've not got someone with any sort of relationship, like me and Brandy have a great relationship, me and Wayne have a great relationship, it's just too hard to do on your own. And you might be in the thing that's going to make you a millionaire at some point in your life, and it doesn't work because you didn't have a relationship with someone or a team or a community. And then you get in it, like Brandy was in Epic Trading before, and it just didn't work. She could have left and never done it again, and now she's coming to the money part, and it's great. So don't just give up on the thing you're doing because you're lonely or don't know anyone. There's a team out there. If you don't know, www.moneypotonline.com. There's a team right there for you if you want it. Not advertising or anything, but any team though, not just ours. Just find a team. Find someone that's willing to just spend the time with you.
That's the key, is someone that is willing to spend the time with you. Because there are people out there that you are just a number, and they really don't care.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So when you find a family, like the money pot, that right there is something special.
Mhm.
Damn right.
Yeah. And the other thing too is, if you get frustrated, it's okay to be pissed off. It doesn't mean that you don't have a good mindset. Let yourself be pissed off, experience it, and then get back focused to what you're doing. A lot of people feel like if they're upset or they're angry or something's not working out, it's the end of the world. It's not. It's just, it's a hurdle. You got to learn how to deal with it, but you got to experience it. So go for a walk, listen to some music, relax, and then get back focused on it.
Yeah, that's the way, man. We know it. There's your do's and don'ts and tips and tricks and stuff. But yeah, there's loads more that I'll still learn. There's stuff I'll still do in the future that I need to. Someone will be like, you shouldn't have done that. I'm like, oh well, best tell my team not to do it then. Yeah. You don't know. Just ride the wave, innit? Ride it. It's fun.
Yeah.
If it's not fun, then it's stressful. Make it fun.
Yeah, exactly. So, Brandy, I want to thank you for taking time out to talk with us and be our first guest.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you for letting me and my circus join you guys. I apologize for all the noise, but well,
you don't have to apologize.
That's what
it's real life.
That's mom life for you.
Yeah, it's real life.
Yeah, it's real, man. This is how it works, isn't it?
So how did it feel to be the first guest?
It felt awesome. I didn't actually realize I was the first one, so it's quite an honor.
First ever. 1 year when it's running and we're millionaire podcasters.
Yeah.
That's right. We're all going to be famous one day.
Maybe you're going to be the first repeat guest as well.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. So thanks everyone for joining us and tuning into our channel, our show, our craziness. And we're doing this. We're doing it every week. I wanted to do it every other week because I'm kind of lazy like that. But,
I like it every week. What did we pick the name? What was the name?
I don't think we have a name yet.
Brandy, what name we're going with?
I don't know. Like, what was the list? I know we had a big list.
Money Pop Buzz. I like the Buzz. Money Pop Buzz.
I like the Buzz too.
The Buzz, okay.
Right, boom. Brandy said it. You chose it. Now you're gonna be famous.
You win the T-shirt.
You get a free T-shirt now.
Yeah. And luckily, it's she's in the U.S., so we're not gonna have any of the custom issues.
Yeah, Brandy, we're gonna get you a T-shirt now. Are you happy?
Oh yeah. I'll rock that T-shirt.
Yeah.
Good.
Awesome.
I'll wear it the next time I'm on the show.
All right.
Deal.
All right, so we're gonna cut it off here. Thank you guys for joining. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Share the videos with people. You can link up with Brandy on her Instagram. Link up with George. Join the Money Pot Facebook team, Facebook group. Get the support you need, the mindset training that you need as well. And thanks for joining, and we had fun. This is where we say bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
Outro.